Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to react to the video how the US president travels. It's pretty big, it got 9.5 million views. The comments say that the animations are really good, so I'm excited to see it. And let's start.
It is the worst nightmare of the Secret Service. An attack on the President of the United States while he's traveling. Hidden beneath this manhole cover is a bomb that went undetected, and it can be triggered remotely.
Pretty sneaky. Yeah, so I don't know much about the car the president is driving, but I bet it's some kind bulletproof and proof against bombs. So it will probably withstand like small explosions.
Just seconds from now, the presidential motorcade will be passing over exactly this spot. But this is not the only danger. A few blocks away, there is a second threat. Located in a dimly lit room, a sniper is overlooking the intersection, where the president will soon be. And a little further down the road, a van with tinted windows is parked, close to the blocked-off streets. Inside, a man is preparing a rocket launcher that will soon be aimed at the motorcade. Fortunately, these three scenarios are purely fictional, but they will demonstrate the rigorous effort the Secret Service undertakes to ensure that the president remains secure during travel.
So yeah, in the beginning we could already see that it's not only the president cars, there are also many cars, I think also in front of him and behind him, who are following him. So yeah, there are a lot of people who are protecting him with cars and also with their own knives. So that's pretty amazing.
While the president is still about 2 minutes away from the manhole cover with the bomb, the first car of the motorcade, the route car, is already driving past this spot. This car, together with the pilot car, ensures that the road is clear of obstructions. The sweepers, which are primarily motorcycles, follow the route car and pilot car and help clear the road ahead. However, they are unable to identify the bomb, and the core of the motorcade, consisting of Secret Service vehicles with the president on board, is approaching.
Okay, but from the position from a guy who wants to start the explosion, it's also complicated for him because he needs to know when he has to push the button, so it has to be in the right moment.
As the president's limousine,
so it's not only a complicated situation for the police, but also for the terrorists in this case,
rolls towards the manhole cover, a person remotely pulls the trigger, and suddenly, nothing happens. The remote trigger didn't work, and that is because of this car. The electronic countermeasure Suburban, one of the most technically impressive vehicles in the motorcade.
Very fancy.
On its roof, antennas emit radio frequencies that drown out any bomb activation signal.
Okay, but that's really crazy. I didn't even know that something like this is possible, like physically. And yeah.
This technique is called barrage jamming, and it essentially works by the antennas emitting such a strong noise signal that other signals simply cannot get through. And so, the motorcade continues undisturbed towards the second threat.
Yeah, now we have a like Donald Trump situation where a sniper shoots at him. Okay, yeah, but I mean, I guess, or Kennedy situation, but I mean, the car has a roof and it has bulletproof windows, so yeah, let's see why the sniper can't hit him, I assume.
The sniper in the window. Located behind the electronic countermeasure Suburban is the president's vehicle, commonly known by its nickname, the Beast. However,
It's a real beast. I like it now.
you can never be sure in which car the president is, as there are two
They all look the same, yeah. I also like the American flags. I don't know if it's the same in Germany. I bet we also have like very expensive high-tech cars. Do they also have the German flag? I think so. I'll try to look in the internet and then show you a picture of a car. But let's watch.
identical presidential limousines on the road. Following behind are two cars carrying the president's most important security personnel, ready to take action in the event of an attack. This is the so-called halfback in which the president's personal Secret Service agents are located. No matter what happens, these agents will stay with the president. The other car carries the counter-assault team. These heavily armed agents can remain on site and fight off an attack. This creates a secure buffer between attackers and the president. Behind these cars are the control car and the support car. These transport additional Secret Service agents, essential presidential staff, as well as the president's personal doctor.
Yeah, so the team also has to be very competent and they need to know how they have to operate in an extreme situation. So they need to support each other. They have to talk to each other. So it's not easy for them. It's really interesting.
But unknown to any of them, they are currently approaching another threat, as the motorcade arrives at the intersection the sniper has scouted out. The fact that there are two identical cars makes it difficult for the shooter, but unfortunately he catches a glimpse through the glass, aims, and pulls the trigger.
I mean, he also has a sniper rifle, so I bet he can zoom in pretty good. But okay, I mean, this is a video, but I bet it's also very complicated for a sniper to hit a driving car at the correct spot, because you have to calculate a lot of things: the wind, the acceleration of the car, the speed of the car, and so on. But now we have
Such a scenario naturally brings back memories of the 1963 assassination of John F. Kennedy, who was shot while driving his motorcade through Dallas.
Not so secure, but I don't know, was it so I know nothing about what happened to Kennedy, apart from that he was being shot by a sniper rifle. I don't know if where he was driving to and what the motive behind the assassination was, and if it was likely to happen, or I don't know, was it a normal day? I don't know nothing about that. You can comment it down.
Since that time, the presidential limousine has undergone many changes. Kennedy's car was a specially modified 1961 Lincoln Continental. Unfortunately though, only a few of the adjustments made were related to security improvements. The car was retrofitted with a luxurious heating and air conditioning system, as well as lights, sirens, fire extinguishers, and radio telephones for communication. The car was also extended to include a middle row of jump seats that can fold away when not in use.
Nice.
In addition, the roof was made to be completely removable, and the cushion on the rear bank where the president sits was raised. Both these modifications were designed to make the president more visible to the public. Unfortunately, it also made him more vulnerable. After Kennedy's assassination, the car was massively rebuilt. A top of bulletproof glass was installed, and the body of the car was now protected with titanium armor. Perhaps somewhat symbolic, the light convertible appearance, representative of a hopeful time, was built up into a tank set to protect his more divisive successor. Luckily, today's limousine is well prepared for such an attack, and the shot has absolutely no chance of success.
If
The
he
current
even hits.
Beast has been in service since September 2018 and is a completely custom-built vehicle by General Motors. Although visually reminiscent of a sedan, the car was actually built based on a truck platform. This was necessary to support the over 15.
I have to listen to that again. They said that there have been a few cars like that, but I don't know, are there in different generations? So, for example, this is version 5, generation 5, and each year or every 2 years, like for example, with graphics cards, there is a new generation with some improvements.
Although visually reminiscent of a sedan, the car was actually built based on a truck platform. This was necessary to support the over 15,000-pound heavy armored vehicle. The interior is hermetically sealed against any form of chemical attack. The tires are able to continue driving even when shot, and the doors are 8 inches thick and equipped with handles that, with the switch of a button, can be electrified in order to prohibit entry to outsiders. Always inside the car, there is a storage of blood of the same blood type as the president.
I hope that the door doesn't malfunction. So just imagine the president wants to get out of his car, and when he gets electroshock, it would be very weird.
It is a luxury tank designed to withstand any possible threat. But the biggest challenge in our scenario is yet to come, as just 2 blocks away, the van with the rocket launcher prepares to test the car's endurance. Behind the solid core of vehicles directly protecting the president are a few larger vans. These carry the press pool of reporters that travel with the president. This car behind is the ID car. It functions as the motorcade's communications hub, relaying information between the different vehicles and identifying problems early on. Behind that is the Hazardous Materials Mitigation Unit, a vehicle equipped to respond to biological, chemical, and even nuclear attacks. It carries the necessary equipment and personnel to treat the effects of such an attack effectively. This is the so-called Roadrunner, recognizable by the antenna above the
So many cars. Wow.
roof. This car is the mobile communication hub of the motorcade, ensuring that the president is fully operational at all times.
Yeah, I don't know. Do they have something like a Starlink right now? I don't know if it would be a use case, but maybe if all telecommunication towers get a blackout and we need to communicate or search something on the internet. I don't know, I bet they have walkie-talkies or something like that, but if they need internet for something and yeah, the towers are down, maybe they have something like a Starlink right now on a car.
The car provides satellite and internet communications, and it feeds a direct encrypted link to the Pentagon, allowing the president to hold secure phone and video conversations, even
very secure,
when en route. At the back of the motorcade, a local ambulance will follow, just in case anything happens. And signifying the end of the motorcade are the so-called rear guards. Local police cars that make sure that no other cars drive into the motorcade from the back.
I wonder if there have been any like bombings or any explosions in the past to a presidential car. If there have been people who wanted to try to do something to the car, be it an explosion or anything, I don't know. You can also write it down below, but I would find that very interesting to know.
At this point, the presidential limousine arrives at the intersection with the van. Quickly, a man jumps out and aims the rocket launcher directly at the limousine. For this case, the presidential limousines and the electronic countermeasure vehicle are equipped with smoke grenades. As soon as they are triggered, the cars disappear in the smoke, preventing a clear line of sight. This so-called infrared smoke screen is composed in such a way that it conceals the heat signature of objects. That means that even more complex guided missiles would not succeed in tracking the target.
Also, yeah, very secure, and the guy who shot the missile might also not know which is the right car, so it's even harder. Plus, you get the smoke screen with all the benefits of that.
Meanwhile, the beast flees the scene.
The beast.
The presidential motorcade is a highly thought-through system. Although the enormous number of cars may seem a bit arbitrary at first glance, a closer look reveals that the different vehicles all fulfill different tasks and together function as a White House on wheels. Though it's probably fair to say that besides justified security concerns, there's also some element of projecting power at play here. Today, the motorcade managed to successfully avert 3 different dangers. But the motorcade
We're going to say it now.
Is only one part of a huge security apparatus, with another element being
Yeah, okay, he also needs a secure plane and stuff like
Air
that.
Force One, the call sign for a heavily modified Boeing 747, on which the president traveled. For my next video, I took a look at this special perspective on September 11. And you can watch that video already right now on Nebula, where I upload all my videos first. And not only that, Nebula is also where you can see exclusive videos that I made just for Nebula subscribers, such as the one I produced about the Bin Laden raid, detailing how this military operation unfolded.
So yeah, that was a really interesting video. I really liked the production quality. I also liked the fictional scenario, and I think it could be also very realistic. I mean, probably it wouldn't do any harm to the car, thankfully. And yeah, well, I'm really amazed on how many things are possible, on how many things are physically possible, and I really enjoyed watching this video. I might also do a react to some 9/11 video in the future, so let me know if you have any other ideas to what I can react in the future. Have a good day, and thanks for watching. Bye guys.